Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Frostpunk 2. This is the beta of the Utopia Builder and we've got 300 weeks to play and we're exactly kind of halfway through that. We're into week 150. We've got in about 40 weeks time, we've got a whiteout, which is going to be pretty devastating for us for 30 weeks. Now, unfortunately, we are not we are not in surplus in most things, even this one. Okay, so we're busy building some additional housing, so hopefully we get some of these people back into the fold, get them home, get them back to work. That's kind of what we need to do. We are researching, we are busy exploring, so there's a few things that we're busy doing. We've got that going, so now we should have everybody sheltered. Okay, excellent. So that should be good. I'm hoping that disease is absent and diminishing, crime is absent and diminishing, squalor is absent and stable, hunger is absent and stable, and now cold is absent and stable as well. So we're pretty good at the moment. The question is whether we can do anything else to stockpile any of these goods. So materials will last us about 17 more weeks. We're gonna run out of some of this stuff. Yeah, we're gonna run out of this pretty quickly in the next 50 weeks. This is not working, right, due to workforce. That's part of our problem. We need more people, right? What is this saying? Rallying Icebloods draft legislation. Okay. Stewards, the Icebloods have extended their activities into a new district. They have erected a stage near the hub and hold periodic rallies here as well. During the most recent event, they announced their brightest minds have been meeting in the evening to draft new legislation regarding a new work model. They presented their new policy, Apex workers, to the city. We've done all the work and drawn up the motion. All the steward has to do is put it to a vote. They call on you to pledge your support for their new law. So the new law unlocked Apex workers, which we didn't, I think, even have to research, right? So relations slightly improved with the Icebloods, but what does the actual law do for us? Disregard this. I don't want to worsen the stuff. So we will pass this law as soon as possible. But I don't know what that law is all about, though. Anyway, we're going to do it because we don't want to upset the people too much. Yeah, no, that's not what it was. Okay, we need more workers, right? So that's a critical challenge for us. The only thing I can think of to do that is to continue to build some of these hubs. So if we were to build a hub here, we would reduce the worker requirement here by like 200. Okay. Similarly, if we were to build it here, we would reduce that workforce by 200. So it's basically, that's kind of the only thing it does. This one, again, says you can remove workforce from a lot of different places. But basically, and these hubs cost what? 50 workforce, 80 heat stamps. We can afford it. I think we should go about, now, we will continue to use this for a longer period of time, though we will want to expand this at some stage. So there's a room to expand it over here with a little bit of frost breaking. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and build it up here. That should hopefully give us 200 workers back so we can activate some of these things so that we can bring in some of our surpluses again. Okay. At the moment, we're also signed research increases relations. That's very good. The Icebloods are getting very, very strong. But they're pretty comfortable with us at the moment. Can we do the hunting trip thing? Not yet. I don't know when we can do it again. We've got this expedition going. Now, a bit of a spoiler here is the fact that in the whiteout, you can't do any exploration, nor can you bring home any things. And if you've got things, I've recovered. Excellent. So we've got people back, right? 500 people back. So this is up and running and delivering stuff for us. This is up and running, which is disabled due to, we have no idea why. It requires an extraction district, which is fine. So we should be able to switch this back on, right? Good. Excellent. That's good. Excellent. That's very good. That's helping us out. This stuff will slowly diminish. Ooh, what? Oh, so we're out. We're basically out. So we need to start producing these things again as well. We need to start producing that. So that's the next thing. We need to switch this one on. So we need, hopefully, oh, that one was built. So now we've got 300 here. How many do we need for this? Oh, we need 400. So hopefully a few more absentees will jump out and we can go from there. Why is this growing? Increased by the hospital, slightly decreased by harvesting, marginally increased by chemical additives. So in total, this is slightly growing. So we may need to have a bit of a look at what we can do over there. But at the moment, I think we're pretty stable. If we can get this to work, that will be quite helpful. Yeah, we've barely got a surplus. Apex Workers has been put on the agenda by the technocrats. So let's have a quick look at this. Extreme policy on agenda. The current policy on the agenda goes beyond what the common citizen finds acceptable. It is more difficult to pass than others, and once enacted, it will radicalize both for and against factions in your city. See, so what is this thing? Apex Workers, this harsh world has no place for weakness. We will solely rely on the fittest and strongest workers and push them to achieve their maximum potential. Resource production efficiency is increased. Heat demand is decreased. A drastic step towards adaptation. I doubt it will pass if we run it as is, right? We'll put it to a vote. I don't think if we go to negotiate, there's guys who just won't negotiate on it. The foragers are mostly for it and they're open to negotiate, and the machinists are partially open to negotiate. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we just go for it, right? Maybe we try and just go for it. If we try and deal with these guys, what can we give them? I want stuff repealed and machine adjusted shifts. See, well, we can put this on the agenda. I am happy to do that. So we will pass these Apex Workers thing. I do wonder what that actually gets us. If we do this though, we will radicalize people, right? And so maybe I think we just need to go for it. This trying to play the middle too much gets us into a lot of trouble. But on the other hand, again, another spoiler, that if some people get too unhappy, they start blocking your districts anyway. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to pop in here. I'm going to allow the vote to go as is, right? And we'll just see what happens. Kind of push it and see what was going to go. Roll the dice.
The delegates have spoken. The law is tabled.
Okay, so the law is rejected. Kind of what we thought would happen. Hopefully everybody is pretty comfortable with the outcomes there. Now, here, we are going to run out of food as well in like 90 weeks. There's lots of people working here. We're going to run out of this stuff as well in 43 weeks. So everything is kind of in a little bit of a challenge for us. And we've got about a 60 deficit of coal per day now, which will only give us another 40 weeks. So we're not even storing anything while we wait for this whiteout to come. So we really need to get this done, and then we need to put people onto this so that we can try and get as much, keep pressing that button, try and get as much going there as we can. Okay, let's keep going. There's a lot happening. Oh, we can do some research. Pause. Let's have a look. Research. So we've got the logistics bay research, I believe. And now the next thing we can do, what is harvester hangars? Cleaning harvester hangars requires a logistics district or aerodrome from which harvesters are dispatched to the Frostland. Make sure every last bit of food is extracted and brought sorting in dedicated grading routes. That's a lot of money and a lot of workers for us at the moment. Plus, it takes a lot of heat stamps to just research it. We've done the logistics bay, this one, the automated logistics base. So now we can build this and get, if we had the workforce, we could, and then get the extra Frostland teams out there. Scout training. This is what we need to do. This is not going to cost us anything. Exploration cost is decreased. Exploration time is decreased. So what is this? Pathfinder scouts, mechanized scouts, Pathfinder scouts, and mechanized scouts. So really, so the cost is really what I'm after at the moment. The speed, I don't know if that's really what we're going to go for. So these guys versus those guys, yeah. I'm going to try and go with the foragers instead. Let's develop that idea so we can try and reduce the cost. I don't want to radicalize too badly to these. Oh, they want us to actually pass it. That's not quite what I had in mind. I thought if we put it to the vote, that's going to be fine. So we'll have to do it in the next round. We'll have to pass it. That's if we fail to do that. Maybe if we fail, it's not going to be the end of the world. Crime is stable, is minor and stable. Oh, because there's a good scarcity. More sick people unable to work. That's not what I want. Why do we have more sick people? Because of this, huh? Drum hothouse. So there's a few things that's happening that's causing our people to get a little sicker than they probably should be. And but we still have a fair bit of coal left. But yeah, we need to get a little bit better. We need more people. How far is this? 6 more days, and then we can hopefully move over. How much is our deficit at the moment? 60. So if we add an extra 200, that'll at least help us create a little bit more of a stockpile. Kala's Vast has been explored. Let's have a quick look. So it's this area here. There's only the one thing there. So what do we have? A ration bunker. The door to a bunker glinted in the snow revealed a massive hoard of rations. This could provide steady stream of food. I like it. We'll have a look. Okay, so we've got a food deposit. It's not great. It gives us an extra 70. If we harvest it, it requires 5. So let's make a start on that. We can just switch it off. So let's get the harvest running. We'll go out of there, and then what I want to do is switch this one on, but we can't afford it at the moment. So let's run it a little bit, get that up and running. So now the harvest is going. We're getting the extra food, but what I'll do is I'll switch this off, and we'll move over here and switch this on so we can try and stockpile as much as we can coal. Okay, pop in here. So now we should have an increasing amount of coal. 11 weeks until it's filled. It's week 170, so we're going to fill it up. Potentially we can get a further stockpile size increase. We've got a lot of heat stamps that we can use for it. Everybody is kind of comfortable and happy at the moment. What I would love to do, maybe what we do is we build yet another hub somewhere where we'll need workers for quite a while yet. How long is this still going to have? This is still about 200 weeks of workers there. This has 255 weeks. This has 490 weeks. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, because at some point these things become less useful. Though, if I pop it in here, will we maximize that? Pop it there. I'm just going to build it there. It looks sensible for me to build it there. Hopefully that gives us more workers so that we can switch this thing back on again. 400 workers. It should give us 400 workers so that we can switch this thing back on, and then we should be in a pretty good spot. Then the next thing we can do is look at a stockpile. Pathfinder Scouts, new policy has been proposed. Is that okay? Let's see what's coming in here. Okay, so Pathfinder Scouts is in there. It looks like people are generally for that so that we can reduce the cost of it. So let's do that. We'll put it to the vote straight away. I think it'll pass, no problem. Come on. Oh, excellent.
Eyes have it.
So that was passed. So the next one we'll go back to the Apex one. We do need to do a little bit of additional research. So this is a scout's headquarters. We can't really afford that. The exploration speed is marginally increased. Exploring cost is extremely decreased. So that's the kind of thing that I'm after. Before we go and do this, let's pop out to the Frostland and see if we were to want to come to the glacier now. It's now 16. We still don't have 16, all right? We still don't have that unless we go about expanding certain things. We could do, we can just do trail construction over here. See, I'm figuring things out. This is what I'm after. Excellent. Okay, stop doing that. Okay, we're stockpiling a little bit. Is this increasing? No, it's stable. And that's stable too. I want to switch this on. How far is that? That's still, so let's go and get that done quickly. 40 more people sick and able to work. No, that's going to put us out. I need to do something. So let's have a look. How much extra do we have? Not a lot. Let's see. What is causing this? Is there anything here I can kind of switch off? The dust coal mine, no. The bio waste drum, no. The untreated sawmill, I could potentially switch off. Dense housing block, I can't. And then I could repeal that as an additive. But maybe this one, we've barely got a surplus. So really, I can't do that either. So we're just going to have to deal with it or build another hospital, which is an option, right? It's an option for us. What can we go and grab over here? I want to do more with the scouting, right? Actually, treatment. We could do this, right? So what does this do? Disease is slightly decreased. It's going to cost us nothing. Or these guys. Look at this. Conservative treatment. Doctors must abide by the traditional oath of first do no harm. To avoid errors, every procedure must be first approved by senior physicians. Okay. Now, the other option is experimental treatment. Doctors should always look to develop and practice cutting-edge pioneering treatment. Disease is marginally decreased. Feature speech is mildly increased. Unlocks the conduct medical trial ability in districts with hospital. I think we're going to go with that one. It just seems like something we should be doing. Hopefully it gets these guys a little bit happier as well. Plus, I don't know what is slightly a flat change in level of disease. Okay, and this one is a flat change, but I don't know what the difference between slightly and marginal is. It would be good if they actually make this a little bit clearer, maybe with a bar or something, so that you know which one is actually better, marginally versus slightly. Seems like the same thing to me. So let's develop that idea. We'll go for that. If we wanted to build another hospital, we can't afford it in terms of workforce. We might be able to afford it after that, but we don't have a spot for them to build it. Plus, I do want to build an extra materials or kind of coal deposit, right? 100 workers plus 150 heat stamps is what it's going to cost us. Plus, we can pop it in here. Though, actually, maybe we can pop it over here. Let's do it. Let's pop that in there. We're going to spend the money, get the extra stockpile going for fuel. And that gives us the extra workers, but we're at 280 now. These 100 workers have gone in here. And hopefully our new research will sort out what we're going to see. Some of this stuff. Okay, excellent. We're stockpiling a lot more stuff now. That's looking okay. I do need more workers though, because this is causing us a little bit more challenges. Though it's not too bad. It's stable though. Don't have the guards to kind of back it up. And now we're running out, right? So now we're actually spending our materials. So we do need to potentially do a bit of frost breaking to come and get to another area. We can't do iron mines, right? We don't have, if I were to say an extraction district, we can't actually build it here. Can we? No, I don't think so. I think we need to probably research something. So treatment's underway, economy, survival. Ironworks. Ooh, let's have a look. Okay, Silica Ironworks requires an extraction district with an iron deposit. I want this. Okay, that gives us 200 materials output with a heat demand. We go with these guys. It's a much bigger heat demand, less workers, more materials output though. I think I might go with that. We've got very little squalor, so I might go with this one. Okay, so that might be the next thing we research is the ironworks. There's something we can build here, right? There's a building for logistics that we could build, not the fuel depot, the automated logistics bay gives us an additional 10 Frostland teams, but we don't have the workforce for it. We might have the workforce for it when people stop being absent from work, but we're going to run out of materials as well. How many? We've got extra. We don't have extra Frostland teams. We need to build that to get the extra Frostland teams. Hang on. If we go in here, right? Does this cost us? Yeah, no. So that doesn't help. That doesn't help. And we don't have the extra guys at all at the moment. No. We need to build up. We need to build up our coal reserves as best we can. I think that's the plan. Do as much as we can to build up those coal reserves for. Well, we don't have any more time. It's 8 more weeks. Sick, unable to work. This is becoming dire. Oh, there we go. Tons of new people have arrived. Okay, now what we'll do with the new people, we will go about building the automated bay here, so we can potentially. Well, actually, we won't be able to send them out anytime soon, but we could potentially. So let's get building on that. And let's switch this on, though. Ooh, and we need to build another housing district. So let's switch that one on. And then we need to build a housing district. So the next thing we need, experimental treatment has been put on the agenda by the technocrats. That's not ideal. I should have run the other one first. We do need to get this going. So let's negotiate with. They're mostly hesitant, actually. But there's 44 delegates there, so let's negotiate with them. If we want them to vote for, no, heat reinjection, repeal heat recycling, and put in heat reinjection. So they're not great in terms of what we're asking for. If we go back, pause it. Just make sure we are paused. Let's pause it, go back in here, have a quick look. If we wanted anybody else to go, so if we wanted to maybe get the foragers on board, which may get us there, right? If we wanted to put them on the table, they want a Silica Ironworks, which is not really what I wanted to do. They want us to construct another bio-waste drum, which is okay. Weather adjusted shifts, they want to put that on the agenda. We can put that on the agenda, no problem. Let's do that. And I think now it will pass ultimately. So let's go ahead and try that. It's getting pretty close now. Experimental treatments. I'm hoping we're going to get that to pass now. Come on. Oh my goodness. That wasn't right. Oof, that's not good. Okay, well, what we want to do is have a look at ironworks. Do we have the money? We can't afford it just yet, so let's hang on a little bit. We need to build a housing district, so let's pause it there and get the housing district up first. It's taking more workers to do that, though. We don't want them on the squalor here. Oh, this actually is not too bad. Oh, but we're going to build ironworks here, so we'll have to do it over here, I think. So let's do this. Okay, we'll build another housing district over there to house more people. That should hopefully help us out. This is dropping a little bit in terms of material, so we'll need to keep an eye on that. We are stockpiling this, not very quickly though. Okay, we need to wait a little bit more for the heat stamps before we put the ironworks on there. I think we'll be okay with that. Let's just get this up and running. That's going to be quite important for us straight away. We are now going to run into problems with the heat. Okay, so that's been built. Everybody should now not quite yet be housed. If we wanted to expand the district, how much is that? That's an extra 50 heat stamps, and that'll give us 5 more, huh? Well, let's do that. Let's get that going. It's going to get cold now, so we need as many people as we possibly can to be housed. Get that in there. Promise to the ice bloods have been broken. Trust falls. Foragers join the ice bloods. 40 more people sick and unable to work, which is not ideal, and now we have run into the cold. And look at the requirement. We're going to run out in 3 weeks, and we've got 20 weeks worth of stuff going on over here. What do we have here? We've got an extractor that we could potentially build. So let's have a look. Extraction, a dust coal mine gives us an extra 150. It reads, oof, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. But I think we are just going to have to extract more coal here. So let's do that. Are we running out of food? At what rate? No, we should be fine. This is okay to get us through the winter. We're stockpiling? Okay, that's okay. Ice Bloods rally is over. Oh, we had an Ice Bloods rally? I didn't even know that. Past the weather adjusted shifts. And do we have the heat stamps to go on the next research? Not quite yet. Yeah, this is dropping. Oh, we're out. We're practically out now. That was so quick. We are not ready. We are not ready. This thing is just like crazy. Okay, guys, well, I'll leave you on the cliffhanger in terms of how we're going to do it. We are out of coal, and we're in trouble. I'll leave you on this cliffhanger, and I'll see you in the next episode. We are going along. We've got about 100 more weeks to play, and then it's the end. So we'll see how well we manage to survive in that time. But I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.